Okay, good morning. I certainly hope you're enjoying the video series. Today what we're moving on to is we're going deeper into it. Here we've got two brains, as I'm sure you can see. Here are two human beings, and here is the relationship that they create between two human beings. And the idea is once an individual knows what his kokorozashi is, that he's able to create the mass space for the relationship to prosper, to fulfill his kokorozashi, and that rei is the action or the way that you behave and greet someone to establish and build up the relationship. So in recovery coaching, this is all part of the contracting process. And once that's been developed, I want to introduce these three models, or three terms. This is transactional analysis. This comes from Eric Berne. This model here is a SCARF model. It comes from David Rock. And over here we talk about Daniel Siegel and Mindsight. So what we're trying to achieve in recovery coaching, the coach is to try and maintain a relationship which operates in the adult to adult ego state. In organizations, when you do coaching organizations working with a lot of leaders, leaders often lead people in a parent-child type relationship. So you'll have a leader in an organization that someone leads as a critical parent or a nurturing parent. They criticize the workforce into either becoming adaptive children or rebellious children. And what you're trying to do in organizations is to get the leader to lead as an adult and trying to get the workplace environment to respond as adults, so that we work in the workplace as adult to adult type relationships. And what we want for you guys as coaches is to be able to maintain and hold the relationship in an adult to adult environment. This isn't a punitive type parent-child relationship where it's about do drugs, don't do drugs, and then yes, I'm going to love you enough so you don't use, or I'm going to criticize you enough so you stop using, and the client either rebels or adapts. Oh yes, I won't do that. What we're looking to do is to hold a relationship which is based on adult to adult choices, and this is the adult learning environment. So that's the first part. The second part is we bring in the SCARF model, and the SCARF model is used for when the individuals get triggered, and we'll talk about that later. So basically in our brain we have the amygdala, which is the reptilian part of our brain, and then we have the prefrontal cortex, which is the executive functioning part of our brain. And when relationships get triggered, when there's a traumatic response and the recipient responds with the amygdala, the SCARF model is used to bring that person's limbic system back online so they're able to respond in an adult to adult type conversation again. And as we go deeper into this work, we're then having the ability for Mindsight, where we have the ability to detach and to see how, one, we are responding, and two, how the other person's responding, and three, how the relationship between the two people is responding, and what is the health of the mass space there. So there we bring in the ability of Mindsight. And I'll go and I'll break that down in the next two videos after this, but this is the overall picture that I want you guys to get. Just to recap, it's adult to adult based conversations based on Eric Berne's transactional analysis work. That when the brain is triggered, we use the SCARF model, which is David Rock's work, and when we are trying to build attuned relationships, we bring in Daniel Siegel's work around Mindsight. Thank you for watching. Keep watching. Keep enjoying the training. Bye.